Patrice Rushen is a musicology, a barrier-breaking composer, and the genius behind some of the most simpler tracks in history. In today's episode of Hollywood Insiders, we spotlight her incredible journey from jazz prodigy to a definitive force in R&B, pop, and Hollywood cinema. While many know her global anthem, Forget Me Not, Rushen's impact goes more deeper. She was the first female musical director for the Grammy Awards, an esteemed film composer and virtuoso multiple instrumentalist who bass line and synthem melodies shape the sound of modern hip-hop and R&B. Join us as we break down her career, her classical roots, her iconic solo records, and her lasting legacy as a true Hollywood insider. If you enjoyed this spotlight, please comment and subscribe for more deep dives into the icons who shaped the entertainment industry. Prince wanted to be her lover, but Patrice Rushen had other plans. Now imagine that, somebody turned down Prince. Here's a little piece of music history that makes I Want to Be Your Lover hit completely different. Before Prince became Prince, Purple Coats packed arenas, Purple Rain, and one of the most recognizable musicians who ever lived. He was a young artist trying to break through, and apparently he had a serious crush on Patrice Rushen. Yes, that's right, Patrice Rushen, the classical trained pianist, composer, and musical genius who would later Forget Me Not. I know many of you are familiar and remember that song, and I remember it as well. It's one that I have become very fond of and still play it quite often. According to Line's note for Prince, the hits / the B-sides, Prince originally recorded I Want to Be Your Lover as a demo for Patrice Rushen album and had what was described as a mad crush on her. The song was actually about her. This comes from Prince vault. Now imagine for a second a song that you hear, that you think you understand what it's saying, it's actually saying something else. The young Prince is sitting somewhere with all that musical brilliance running through his head, thinking about Patrice Rushen. So he actually wrote this song and actually wrote it about her. But here's where the story gets even better. Patrice didn't record it. Patrice kept the song, recorded it. Well, let me rephrase that. Prince kept the song and recorded it himself and released it in August of 1979. That was rejection, or simply that song finding its way back to its creator, turned into Prince's first major crossover hit. Now, this is not a review or a video on Prince, but Patrice Rushen. Prince is too big of a star to do a review with him along with someone else. So when I do that review, that's going to be strictly Prince and Prince's life. I Want to Be Your Lover went all the way to the #1 on Billboard R&B charts and reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. And Prince apparently wasn't finished writing with Patrice on his mind. I Feel For You was also written for her. Patrice didn't record that one either. Prince put it on his 1979 album. In later years, Chaka Khan turned it into a monster hit. I Feel For You. You guys remember that? The story behind the music. The beautiful part is that Prince and Patrice did maintain a friendship rooted in music. Years later, Rushen remembered that watching the career of someone she considered a contemporary suddenly explode into a superstar. Now imagine that. This is what she thought about Prince before he was Prince. Sometimes the songs you write hoping to win someone's heart ends up winning over the whole world. And somewhere inside one of Prince's earliest hits lies the story of a musical genius with a crush on another musical genius, Patrice Rushen. Now go play I Want to Be Your Lover Again. I promise you're going to hear it differently. I Feel For You had the same origin. Prince's crush on the pianist, a jazz pianist, and R&B icon didn't start with just one track. The second demo, Prince also wrote and recorded that I Feel For You with Patrice Rushen in mind. Another rejection. Rushen passed on this track as well. The solo release. Prince placed it on his self-titled 1979 sophomore album. The mega hit cover. In 1984, Chaka Khan covered I Feel For You, turning it into a massive multiple platinum global hit. Grammy success. Because Prince wrote the song for his crush years prior, he won the 1985 Grammy Award for Best R&B Song. A musical friendship. Despite the romantic rejection, the two musical prodigies maintained a deep, lifelong friendship rooted in mutual artistic. Rushen later recalled the joy of watching someone she considered a contemporary suddenly explode from a young artist with a crush into a global superstar. It reminds one of the ultimate examples of how songs written to win over one person's heart can end up winning over the entire world. Patrice Rushen is widely regarded as one of the most versatile and influential figures in modern music history. Renowned not only as a hit maker, but as a brilliant classical pianist, composer, and ultimate industry trailblazer. From a child prodigy to late-night talk shows, music director, and respected academic, her career spans over 5 decades of breaking barriers for women and artists of color. Early life and the child prodigy, classical roots. Born and raised in Los Angeles, Rushen began playing piano at just 3 years old and was classical trained at the University of Southern California, USC. The big break. At age 17, she won a competition at the Monterey Festival with her high school band. This milestone led directly to her singing with Prestige Records, where she released 3 instrumental jazz fusion albums before she turned 23. The nickname, due to her remarkably small hands, she was affectionately nicknamed Baby Fingers in the industry, which was later used as the name for her music publishing company. Career milestone in hit-making era, the vocal era. In 1978, she signed with Earth and shifted from jazz fusion instrumentals to sophisticated R&B, disco, and funk. The era birthed her massive signature hits like Forget Me Not and Haven't You Heard, a blueprint for hip-hop. Her grooves became foundational elements of modern hip-hop culture. Forget Me Not was famously sampled by Will Smith for the Men in Black theme, while George Michael used it for his hit Fast Love. Her track Remind Me has been sampled extensively by artists like Mary J. Blige. Hollywood scoring. Beyond solo success, she composed scores for major films like Hollywood Shuffles, television sitcoms like The Steve Harvey Show, and the symphony work commissioned by major orchestras across the country. Groundbreaking industry first, the award show pioneer. Rushen holds a historic legacy as the first female musical director for the Grammy Awards and the Emmy Awards, long-standing tenure. She also served as the first female musical director for the NAACP Image Award, a role she held for 12 consecutive years. Tour director. She was the mastermind musical director behind major global tours, including Janet Jackson's iconic Janet World's Tour. Here she and what she is doing today. Patrice Rushen remained incredibly active, serving as a highly active performing artist, a reverend educator, and a freshly honored legend. 2026 NEA Jazz Master. Rushen was officially named NEA Jazz Master by the National Endowment for the Arts, the nation's highest honor in jazz music. Celebration and special tribute concert for her induction are scheduled for late 2026. Acting, touring, and festival. She continues to perform worldwide. She took her band on a massive international tour, including highly anticipated Billboard live dates in Tokyo, Yokohama, and Osaka. Man, I tell you, alongside domestic festival appearances, the Ground Up Festival in Miami, and headlining shows at Walt Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles. Shaping the next generation. Education is one of the primary focus. After serving for a decade as the choir or as the chair of the popular music program at the USC Thornton School of Music, she acts as the ambassador for Artists and Education at Boston Berklee College for Music. She continues to mentor students, consult on circularism, and lead local programs for unprivileged youth in Los Angeles. Artistic youth continues to reach new spaces. She was recently immobilized in a major public art sculpture installation in Venice, Italy, designed by renowned contemporary artist Laura Hansen. Patrice Rushen is so much more than just the genius behind Forget Me Not. From a child prodigy with a mad crush from Prince to the trailblazing Mustato who shattered Hollywood's glass ceiling, her bassline and brilliant composition literally shaped the sound of modern music. She didn't just play the game, she completely rewrote the rules. In her freshly crowned NEA Jazz Master, she is still inspiring the next generation of artists today. If you love discovering the story behind these absolute icons, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to Hollywood Insiders. Feel free to drop a comment below. What is your favorite Patrice Rushen track or sample? Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.